There are several times that throughout the year that I really enjoy is coming and celebrating success. But I must say this is probably one of the most important days, one of the most enjoyable days, because we're here to celebrate not only success, but we're here to celebrate futures. And this is a tremendous program. And we'll explain a little bit to you about it in a few minutes. We got several people that I'd like to thank for coming, some of our county officials, and we've got Sheriff Donnie Craig here with us. Where you at, Sheriff? There you are. Thank you, sir. Major Chris Stansel, and Commissioner Rob Jones, Dr. Sonny Proctor. We have Donna Enos with our school board with us. We have our principals, Stephanie Hall, Corey Thompson, Marla Callahan, Dr. Chad Flatt, Jennifer Halco, and of course Mr. Chris Wallace with us. We also have some of our donors here, Jason Smith with ETC. We also have Dave Harper, Pickens Youth Enrichment Program. There's Dave. Bonnie Paget, Royston's. And we have a number of central office staff with us, and I appreciate you being here. But I also appreciate some of our teachers being here. We have Stacy Jen, Glenda Cagle, Liz Murphy, Claire Eubanks, and William Gay. I miss any other teachers. Thank you. Oh, and Miss Leanne DePuma came in. Thank you, Lee. Also, I'd like to introduce a few other people that had a big part of this. First is our REACH Selection Committee, the ones that had the hard job of going through and selecting our REACH scholars. And it's Ms. Kathy Morris, Mr. David Simmons, David, able to make it, and Ms. Kathy Westbrook. Thank you. We have some mentors that have agreed to be our mentors. We have Mr. Will Jackson, Ms. Susan Reeves, Ms. Destiny Shope, Mr. Chris Parker, Ms. Bonnie Paget, and Ms. Claire Culverhouse. Is that anything I need to do? No. Not like a fire drill or a bomb or anything like that. Okay, good. We also have some academic coaches that are going to be working with our scholars. Ms. Janet Champion, counselor here at the high school. Ms. Elisa Roper, counselor here at the high school. Ms. Tiffany Miro, counselor at PJ, and Ms. Leslie Holly, counselor at PJ. REACH. REACH stands for Realizing Education Achievement Can Happen. REACH Georgia partners with eligible school systems to become a REACH participating system. REACH school systems identify academically promising middle school students who are then selected at the local level by community members and school personnel to become REACH scholars. When a student is chosen as a REACH scholar, the student is provided with a mentor and an academic coach, as well as given additional college-related support and the promise of a financial scholarship upon successful completion of the program. Through participation in REACH, school systems are encouraged to utilize existing community resources in order to help to provide comprehensive academic and social support for all of our scholars. If students meet the specific criteria, they can earn $10,000 towards post-secondary education. However, a number of Georgia colleges will match, and some of them will double match this amount of money. And the students who are also eligible to receive Pell Grants and the Hope Scholarship can grow that $10,000 into a $60,000 college scholarship, which is awesome. At this time, I'd like to introduce one of our last year scholars, and he is going to give you a testimony and introduce last year's scholars, Mr. Alex Thomas.
Good morning. My name is Alex Holmes, and I'd like to welcome you all and last year's Reach Scholars. I'd like to introduce the current Reach Scholars. Will you please stand as I call your name? Salvador Gonzalez, which he is not here today. Brandy Duckett, Ansley Bridges, Jocelyn Rivera. Please sit down. I'm a Reach Scholar in the 9th grade. This is going to be my second year in the Reach program. Reach, as you know, is a program that will provide scholarship help to go to any college or university in Georgia. With a scholarship, new opportunities will open. For example, I want to go to the University of Georgia to get a degree in accounting so I can have a good job and contribute to my community. The Reach program can help turn dreams and hopes into reality. There's an old country saying, if you see a turtle on a fence post, you know one thing. He did not get there by himself. The Reach program is like this because there are people who will help you get those goals. The people who I am talking about are the people who made this program, the state, our school system, and Miss Anita Walker. Meeting with your mentor is one of the biggest things that is going to happen with you. He will help, well, he and she will help you with talking about your scholarship and your grades and how you can maintain your goal and how you can get there. My mentor, Mr. Jackson, helps me keep focused on reaching my goal, and he's one of the most important figures in my life right now. My parents and my mentor are some of my biggest motivators and I have in my life, and y'all's parents will also help y'all too. I hope you will take what I said today to heart, and you'll have a good day.
At this time, I would like to introduce you to our Reach Scholars, our 2019-2020 scholars and their parents. And as I call your name out, I'd like for you to move to the stage. Ms. Paige L. Warner, daughter of Jackie L. Warner. Ms. True Pack, daughter of Casey and Brandon Brookshire. Jaden Stanfield, daughter of Donna Stanfield. Kay Turpville, son of Brent Turpville. Owen White, son of David and Jess White. At this time, I'd like to ask Mr. Nathan Hamilton, student here at the high school, but also an Eagle Scout, to come and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And right after that, we've got Stephanie Resgus. Did I say that right, Stephanie? She will be singing our national anthem, so I'd like to ask everyone to stand if you would.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Still there.
I'd like to introduce our speaker, who absolutely needs no introduction, but Dr. Robert Keller is going to come and say a few words. Dr. Keller loves Pickens County. He loves the school system. Big supporter of both the county and the school system, and I'm thankful to consider him a friend. Dr. Keller.
Thank you. I'm hot with the mic here. Make sure I don't take it in the bathroom with me like Leslie Nielsen did. I know most of you guys are sitting there going, God, you gave Keller a microphone, and has he been drinking? That's true. I haven't had anything to drink, but I do have the microphone. Folks, I thought about what I'd like to tell you about this morning, and it's really something that I've talked about beforehand in regards to this community. I was watching, and you know what my political leanings are when I tell you what I was watching. I was watching Morning Joe, and they were talking about Zbigniew Brzezinski and how he came to this country. And because of the benefits that were provided by his country to him, that he decided to dedicate himself to public service. And for those of you who are in public service, you know what a dedication this is, and sometimes it is a very thankless dedication. One of the things that I've been privileged to do here in Pickens County is I've been surrounded by people whose civic spirit is just, I'm in awe of that. Amberly Godfrey, my partner, in full disclosure, we share the ownership of a small cat together. She has instilled in me this stick-to-itiveness. Go to the ribbon cuttings, go to the after hours, go. And you always see people at these things, the same people that have the stick-to-itiveness that provide the support and the backbone that this community is built upon. My best friend, Philip Landrum, who is the school board's attorney, has basically provided me the impetus to involve myself with the school system. As Carlton said, I've been very involved in, and of course Amberly's pushed me in that way too, in regards to education and educational process, not just the education, but also the extracurriculars that are involved with that, with the band and so many things that you're proud of. And with Carlton and the superintendent of the school system, and I would imagine when I spoke with Phil and Carlton, they would probably talk about warning you about the woes of being a public servant. But these folks are tireless in regards to supporting Pickens County. Now, Carlton came to us. He had a very impassioned speech in regards to the REACH program, which is what we're all here for, and talked to us about he needed support. And at that time, I stepped forward to be able to support this. I arm twisted Donnie Craig. I went through Dan Poole, and the Sheriff's Department also supported this. This is something we believe in, but Carlton said, I want to give this gift to the students. And for those of you who are sitting up here, let me tell you about this gift that you're getting. As a gift, do you know with this gift, you have less anxiety and depression, you're less likely to have serious health conditions, you're less likely to develop bad habits such as drinking and smoking, you have higher income and greater wealth. With this gift that you are being given, you are prone, and the statistics show that you will make 52% more money with this gift than people that don't. You're going to have better health. Your children will have better health. The stuff that you were given by these people today is going to provide this for you. You'll live longer, which is one of the great things. They see that you live 10 to 12 years longer with this gift that you're being ready to be given, which is phenomenal. And the best thing about this gift that I'm speaking of, as my mother used to say, they cannot take it back. This is something you will always have, that you will always cherish, and the older you get, the more cherished it is, because you do become so instilled with this gift that they are giving you today. And I ask you, as you go forward and you think about, what you were thinking about when you were in the 8th grade, and I can promise you it was not, I did not have my sights set on what I was going to be doing as an adult. And I would say that you probably, you know, probably have concerns about what you're doing this weekend as opposed to being an adult. But I ask that you would earn this, that you would actually earn this, because it is such a gift, this gift of education. And what I would like for you to do is to say thank you, to say thank you to Amerly, to Philip, to Carlton, to the people that are here in the trenches with you, helping you with this gift. And those are your teachers, your mentors, and sometimes saying thank you is what it's all about. I don't think that oftentimes people go back enough and say thank you for what it was that you do. And in closing, I want you to thank the people that are most proximate to your education, the people that are sitting up on this stage with you right now. These are the people, and I know that this sounds silly, they're the ones who put you in Pickens County High School and in the school system. And Pickens County is the one that is providing you with this benefit. So grab your parents, grab them by the arm and say, thank you for knocking out the rent. I appreciate the heat that's on, and I also appreciate you figuring out that I need this, that the scholarship of this gift of education that you are being given today is probably the best thing that they could ever give you. Thank you, and thank you all for coming.
Hello, this is Governor Brian Kemp. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the 2019 REACH signing day. Everyone here is making an important commitment. Students, you are committing to maintaining good grades, demonstrating good behavior, meeting with your mentor, and pushing through the finish line. Your parents, educators, mentors, and communities also have a role to play in helping you succeed. So don't forget to tell them how much you appreciate them all. Today's ceremony is the beginning of a journey. Your REACH scholarship puts you in the fast lane on the road to the future of success. I look forward to watching you accelerate into that future. Congratulations, and keep chopping.
At this time, we would like to induct the REACH Class 2024. REACH Scholars, I would like to walk you through your obligations and your responsibilities. The contract that you're about to sign requires that you keep a 2.5 GPA, which is minimum a C. Our expectations are greater, but minimally that would be a 2.5. Have to have good attendance, good behavior, remain drug and crime free, meet with your assigned mentor weekly, meet with your assigned academic coach at least once a month, attend REACH events, meetings, and programs, engage in activities to prepare yourself for college, to graduate from high school and to graduate from college with a diploma, enroll in and graduate from a Georgia Hope eligible post-secondary institution. REACH Scholars, before we sign, I've got a little obligation, and I'll read the obligation, and when I get through with it, I'd like for you to answer, I will. And then I have one for the parents and guardians. REACH Scholars, will you commit to keeping good grades, attendance, and behavior, meeting with your mentor and academic coach, graduating from high school and from college? REACH parents and guardians, will you commit to supporting your student as they progress through the program? Will you also commit to attending REACH events, meetings, and programs, contacting your student's academic coach and counselor if there are issues you believe should be addressed? Congratulations to our REACH Scholars and our REACH parents. You may now sign your contracts. Reach Scholars, you can go ahead and put your graduation cap on. We also have a certificate and a check for all of our scholars. I'd like to also very quickly just thank a number of other people. Yeah, if y'all would stand up and show them your checks. Also, a lot of our sponsors are behind me here, but I want to thank all of our donors. I want to thank Dr. Keller, Mr. Chris Wallace, Dr. Chad Flatt, Angela Qualls, John Lowe, Michael Ood, Kelly Policy, Valerie Bone, Stephanie Prescott, Nathan Hamilton, Martha Seegers, Destiny Schultz, Justins, Ron Hall, Ross Gilbert, and everyone in attendance today. Y'all, this is a huge event. It's a life-changing event, not only for students, but for families. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of it. And thank you for deciding to help change not only the world, but these students, so that they can go out and make a huge difference in Pickens County, the state of Georgia, and around the world. Just know that you had a huge part of that. And Reach Scholars, congratulations. We expect to see a lot of great stuff out of each and every one of you. We believe in you. We trust you. We know that you are in it, and you're going to do your very, very best. And you have already made us proud, but you will continue to make us proud throughout the rest of your life. Thank you. Thank you for coming.